Hi, my name is Eric, and this is the first video in a series about Blender basics in version 2.8 and forward. So in this video we're going to start by downloading and installing the 2.8 beta version. So we'll start by heading to the Blender website. It's blender.org, if I can type. And right here we got download Blender 2.79, so we'll click that. But we don't want to go with 2.79, we're gonna try Blender 2.8 beta. So click right here, and for me, I'm on Windows 64-bit, so I'll go with this one. If you're on 32-bit, you have that here. Mac OS is right here, as well as Linux right here. So I'll go Windows, I'll just save this file. Okay, so that just finished. So now I'll just click right here, and my operating system is in Swedish, but it says viewing folder. So I'll just hit that and find the folder here. And apparently I downloaded it twice. So we'll just go with this one here, and right click and choose extract all, and just hit extract here. Now that took about half a minute or so, and Windows presented us with a new window here with the extracted folder. So I'm just gonna open this and scroll down to blender.exe and open that. And if you get this warning, Windows protect your PC, just go to more info and run anyway, because we're trusting this application. So this is how Blender looks like the first time you open it, and you have the choice of choosing between a few settings here. The defaults are select with left. In previous versions it's always been right, so that's a change for 2.8. The spacebar has also changed, and that has been search before, and now the default is play, but I'm gonna switch that over to search because I find it more useful. So I'll just change that and hit save new settings, and this is the default splash screen that you will be presented with every time you open Blender. So I'll just click again, and that will be gone. If you just happen to click this splash screen away and didn't get the opportunity to change settings, you just go up to edit and preferences, and right here we have key map. And here are those initial settings. So you can select left or right, or change the spacebar action. I'm also gonna toggle the select all toggles. That means that when we hit the A key, which is the shortcut key for selecting objects in Blender, when we tap it twice, it will deselect. So it will select and deselect every time we hit the key. So, but if we don't have this selected, we will have to use Alt and A or double tap A in order to deselect. Now we just have to tap it once to toggle between select and deselect. I'll also go into input and just view and explain a couple of settings here. Emulate Numpad. This is for those people who don't have a Numpad key on their keyboard. So then you this setting basically makes it so that your number row above your alphabet on your keyboard will act as the keys on your numpad. Also, this emulate 3-button mouse. If you are using a trackpad, this can be useful. So if you tick this, Alt plus left mouse will be your middle click. Though I highly encourage you to get both a numpad and a 3-button mouse, or a 2-button mouse with a mouse wheel that is clickable, in order to work with Blender more effectively. Now we'll also move over to System, and here we will either select CUDA or OpenCL if you have a NVIDIA graphics card or an AMD graphics card. I have an AMD graphics card, so I'll go with OpenCL. I'll also go down here and just crank up the number of undo steps to about let's say 70. So if I'm modeling or just working in Blender, I have more steps to undo if I realize that I made a mistake along the way. However, that takes up more and more memory as you crank that up, so be careful, but it's good to have a good number of undo steps. Next, we'll just look at some add-ons that I like to enable by default. So go to add-ons, and the add-ons that I want to enable, the first one is called F2, so just select that. That quite recently became available in Blender 2.8. Next one is loop tools. Just type loop and you will find loop tools here, and just tick that. And last one is node Wrangler. So just type node and you will find node Wrangler, and just tick that as well. Now we'll just save our preferences, and that is our default. I'll just close that. That is our default changes that we'll make before we start diving into Blender 2.80. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!